Good morning. Welcome back to Freckle Farms. It's a lovely day, as you can tell. We had the jetty rebuilt, so they've now got the new jetty out here. The other one was all broken and dingy, so this is a new one. They're hoping to extend it out over to here where the campgrounds are, and then that way they can walk around in this one, or they can go on the bridge. The only downside to it is if they do come across here, I mean, you can't really get through there because of the bridge, it's so low. But at least if need be, they can kayak underneath this one. So we'll see what they can do with that bridge. Maybe they can set it up a bit better like this one, or we can just have it come right across to that island there and then have that bridge taken out totally. So let's see how we go. We do have a field up there that we need to harvest, but we're not going to be able to do that in the rain. And we've got this field over here done. We're going to have to fertilise that, so soybeans are in this one. The back field's still empty. Maybe we grab the trailer and head up and see what our productions are doing, and then hopefully the rain may pass. We've got to fertilise a couple of fields and harvest one, so we'll get everything that we can done. I'm glad we've got this one with the cabin, because it'll be a bit cold and wet in the old John Deere at the moment, I would imagine. Very, very happy we were able to upgrade. We'll have to duck over and check on our campsites and make sure there's no rubbish and everything's clean. I was actually thinking about how hard it would be to fill this in with ground, with take that whole water part there out and just have the outer edge. Then there'd be a bit more room for camping. More room for activities, as they say. Some extra cattle in there. Sure. Can't be 100% to have a look. We've got some eggs over here, which is good. Wow, the chickens have been very busy. Hung up on the gate again. The eggs, which is good. Saves them getting damaged. They're packed in proper boxes. I think we might look at trying to get some bees. Obviously we'll keep them away from the tents. Don't want them getting in there and upsetting everybody. But honey would be good. Use it to make cereal later on down the line. I love how that just sucks them all in. Keeps them all nice and safe. The old Fiat, she's doing well, so no complaints from me. Plenty of wool. I'm not sure if we have if one of them buildings up there is actually can act as a spinnery. Make ourselves some clothes. Get our own merch line out there. I was going to think about FF Farms, but FF's sort of taken from Freedom Factory, so you don't want to infringe on any of your mates' rights. Okay, so 2 more. We'll probably have some pellets over there at the greenhouse, because obviously We can't have them auto distributing because they get sent down to the production building down there that we don't want them to go to. Causes a mess. I suppose we could get them sent there and then just get them to distribute back out and we could transfer them then, but sort of double handling stuff then, it doesn't really need to be double handled. Nice big straps. Yeah, it's not too bad. I mean, once we get things up and running, we could have a few of them on distribute, but I know they do charge you some money for that too, depending on how far away it goes. So at the moment, to save us a few extra dollars, I'd rather just move some things around by hand. It's not a whole big issue, it's just we've got to remember to do it, otherwise we'll come down here some days and there'll be 4,000 things that need to be moved and we'll just never have the time to do it. At the same time too, I guess our productions are going to change about what we need, and why's that letting us pick it up now? It's a bit weird, it's not locked into the trailer. It actually is. Oh, the strap underneath it. Why? I'm silly. Make it 10 times harder for myself than it needs to be. See? Exactly what I was just saying. I thought it had undone, but it didn't. It's just raining. Get off. And I've got my Dryzabone coat on, so I'm keeping dry, but not warm. Have to make sure we'll keep an eye on the ingredients in that one. Keep the manure and water up to it, otherwise we'll be out of product. But these are the sort of things some of the hikers and campers can come and do. Feed the animals, collect the eggs. You know, I've told them when they want to go over and do it, they can collect the eggs. There's a little hut to the side of the chicken coop that they can just put stuff in there, and then when that's got a few stacked on there, I know that we've got to come in and clean it out, empty it out. How many have we got here? I don't think we emptied these yesterday. Oh, no more should fall out now. That number is correct. Pop that one down for some reason. The strawberries are already getting sent up to the building, so once they get full up there, we can always just turn that off and sell the excess, or we can produce something else for a little while in the garden. That's not going to fit in there, so we'll stick that one up on top, I guess. That's the downside, having a few different size pallets. Sometimes they match up, sometimes they don't. Not a big deal regardless. Just got to remember to get this done every day, and then it's only going to be a minute or two. It's not going to be big full trailer loads. You know, sometimes when we get sidetracked to get our fields done on time, it's a bit more important. These can sit. It's not dire that they get done instantly. There we go. We've got enough water, and yep, everything's full in now. Not full, but plenty enough. One more after this and we are done. Oh no. go flying then. That actually hasn't happened for a while. Sometimes you'd get near the trailer and you'd just start taking off to the moon, but I wonder if that was fixed in the updater, if it was just a map thing or some of the mods that I was using on certain maps. Pretty sure it was this same trailer it happened to, but... Alright. We'll check how much milk and straw and slurry that we have. The milk can always go up there because we need to make butter. We have butter, milk, strawberries, flour, and I forget what else there was. Work that out. Grass is going good. That's got its that's ready to regrow. We rolled it, all clean and tidy. This field here hasn't been touched yet. I'm not in a huge rush to get it done. I wouldn't mind putting in a firewood factory. This place goes through a lot of firewood. We'll have to have a look and see what the dollar value is going to be, if it's going to be worthwhile. It would be cool to, you know, a sawmill even maybe, make some furniture. We do those sorts of things as well. But before we park in there and let it take everything, where are we? So sugar beet can come in, which we need because we don't have any going through at the moment. The sugar looks like it's distributing across the other factory for cake, which, just wondering, this is a downside to having a few factories that do the same thing. So some strawberries are coming here and some are coming here. Well, I guess we can make the cake over here anyway, so maybe if we turn the strawberries here onto distributing, they'll shoot over to the other one. Maybe. Or maybe we can't. I can't see them there as an item, only up here. That's a bit of a bummer. Oh, we're just going to end up with strawberries everywhere. That's how it's going to be. There's already eggs in here too, but I don't really want to put all the eggs in. Sugar beet and the wool can go in, and we'll take the eggs over to the other one behind us there. The bakery. That is the one I was trying to work out. The eggs are producing very well. Unfortunately, they're going to end up in both, which I was hoping we could get away with, but there we go. Eggs can be done. Flour, for some reason, should be on distributing here too. But the downside to that is, this is a mess around with it sometimes. It's just, if we do that, the flour is going to be sent to the other building. So maybe we get rid of that building, because we can't turn this one off, unfortunately. What we've got is what we've got. Until we get factories set up similarly. We'll just keep pushing the flour back into the loading dock, and it's going to probably shoot straight back out again. Just let that fall out and stay there. It's a bit of a bummer, but we're just going to have to work around that side of it. Because the production buildings that we got are doing a lot more for us at the moment. This one is anyway. Where are we? We need to make clothes need fabric. Turn that on. And turn that on, I guess. See, like we can do cakes. We've just got to bring up milk to make some butter. Everything else we've got now. Bread. Doesn't need to be on. But yeah, we can do the cakes because make milk can go to butter. But it's slowly working out. What's that? It's picked up. Auto thing picked up the bloody sunflower oils. Alright, let's get back down and tidy up a little bit and wait for this rain to pass. Welcome back again. I've let a little bit of time pass just so the rain will dissipate. It was just hammering down, so now we can get into this field, get it all sorted out for once and get this canola in, so we can probably go and throw that in the bakery to make more oil. Or to not take up so much space in the bakery, we could probably put it into the other production building. I think as we get cash, we will separate these buildings just to stop the confusion for the distribution part of it. Because, you know, once if you get too many productions, the distribution can be a bit of a hassle, taking everything there and back every time. So being able to allow it to do it automatically is that's a lot more fun. We'll have to sit back and see how we go with that. Just thinking, we've got that field's empty. That field's grass. This field's going to be empty. Okay, so we've got that one and the other big one over there that are already done. So I think we might just see how that goes with these ones. So I think after this we may go on, oh, this is going, let's see how the cows are going for milk. 6,000 litres, so we can take that up there and turn that into butter. I really just want to get some cakes done. That's basically it. I just want to, let's go for the cake. And that's why I was hoping with the distribution we can just let it run, but yeah, unfortunately you can't take things out of those ones, so it'd be cool if, like, you know, when the distribution got split and it went into the separate buildings, you could come along and go, yeah, I'll take that out and put it in this one. But at the same time, I mean, the strawberries are, I wouldn't say free, but if they're throwing out some decent amounts, it's not a big deal if they get put in between both different ones. The sugar beet, the downside to it is it's going to go into our little building down here. Cruise control on for a second. Not sure what, I think it's down here, it's used for pig food, you can't use it for sugar. And we don't have pigs, so it's like, yeah. Yeah, it's going to come down here and be put into the pig food recipe, and I mean, at a later date, if we get pigs, that'll be amazing, but we don't have pigs. There's no, and those buildings tend to hold a fair amount of, they have a fair capacity for ingredients, I guess. But I mean, it's working good. Just a few little hiccups because we've got buildings that are taking the same ingredients, and we're not always going to need sugar to make the cakes. So when that time comes, maybe we can put them over here for sugar beet for the pig food. But either way, we're chugging along. We're doing the best we can. This little field here, I'm still not sure what to do with it. I don't know if we should do some potatoes there. I have no idea. I would love to put in the timber factory. I'm not exactly sure how the rates are going to go. I know there's a coal factory you can put in. There's all sorts of things, and I mean coal and timber would be something they definitely use here because it's always so cold. So having a firewood factory would be pretty good, especially for the tourists. If it's raining, they can't chop timber down for a campfire. They can buy a bag from the supermarket or the production building and be on their way. And there's a fair few trees around. We can plant more. You know, we don't have to do 100,000 litres of trees a day to make bank off it. We just keep it topped up, keep it going. I think that would be a cool thing. The mayor said we can use the land up over here on the right hand side beside the bridge to put in buildings and little roads and stuff if we need to, so that's a good idea. That's a good thing for us. Maybe eventually we can upgrade the roads to nice asphalt so it's not so bumpy and wet all the time. But we've got the log trailer there, we've got the front end loader so we can pick them up. It's not a huge issue, and it gives us something else to do, something else to make cash. But it might be interesting to chop up if we can find two trees that are sort of almost identical, which is sort of a bit hard. There's some over there that look very similar. We could chop one up, or chop them both up at the same length, sell one at the dock, and then put one through the firewood factory to see if it's worth it. And that way we'll know, see how it works, and yep, we can make money on that. Or nope, that was a loss of $80,000 or whatever it is. There we go. We're getting plenty of canola anyway. It's a pretty good yield this time. Fertilizer was not 100% and the yield said 98%, so I'm just wondering maybe if we put in some bees over here or squeeze in some bees somewhere, that'd help with the fertilization and the yield. As a bonus, it would give us honey, which we can use honey to make cereal. That's not going to be a loss. This thing's not a bad little harvester. Starting to get down on the service life though, so we'll have to keep an eye on that. Maybe another field or two, and then we'll get it serviced and fixed up. I'm not sure if it's true or not, but people have said that, you know, as the machines get less and less in good condition, it can cost you money in yield and things like that. So, alright, we're full. Let's grab our tractor, trailer. Load it up. I mean, we could probably even put a beehive over here where we used to have the we're only going to bring the field to like sort of this area maybe. We'll stick a beehive over here. We've got fresh water. The plants. One whole 5,500 meters, doesn't it? There we go. We'll get this parked up over here. Might jump into like a little bit of a time lapse and get this pulled in. Get it done. run. Too bad, another 75% so far, so see how we go. We'll get this sorted, get it dropped off, and then I think we'll grab ourselves the milk tanker. We'll load up the milk and get that up there and probably call it a day, I think. Hasn't been too bad, got a fair bit done. Loaded and good to go. Alright, let's see up at the shop. Let's do this. It's all unloaded in here and then we'll head back. Pick up this milk. We're good to go. That should keep that thing chugging along very well. It's not a super fast production for certain things, and it's fast for some, so the canola oil speed, I think when we looked at it, was about the same as the bakery. But let's go and get this milk. Alright, filly uppies. That should do us a fair bit of butter, I'd imagine. The slurry I'm not too fussed if we sell it or not. I mean, I think the tank's pretty big on that, so that can wait until next time, or if it gets too full, we'll just take it out and sell it. Maybe we can start looking for a slurry tank or a slurry spreader. That'd save us a bit of money for fertilizer. For now, all I was worried about getting up here was some milk. This milk is good. I know there's a couple of factories or productions you can get that make milkshakes or smoothies as well. So if we start making or having too much milk, that could be an option. There we go. Alright, so we'll jump out of here, we'll turn on the butter. Button gone, probably underneath my trailer, isn't it? Not right there. We'll turn on the butter. That should pop out the front. Pig food, I don't think we need that. Can we even sell that on the map? I've never really tried. Heavy to pick up, so we've got the tractor. I couldn't see it on the thing for sales, so I'm not sure if you can. Oh yeah. You probably should store that sort of stuff. $4 grand's not too bad. It's only a byproduct anyway. That is where we're going to leave this episode. Thank you for watching. Hope to see you all tomorrow. Keep safe. Give us a like and a sub if you can. Got any issues or questions, jump into the Discord or leave a comment below. Or if you want to have a chat, mental health or any issues, just jump in, click us a DM and go from there. Have a great day. See you again soon.